برودي علينا برودي لنا ورحمة
A powerful storm struck the city of Mecca in Saudi Arabia on a Sunday, caused widespread disruption and a concert of the millions of pilgrims who were visited the holy city of the Umrah pilgrimage. The storm, characterized by intense rainfall, thunder and strong winds, led to flooding in several parts of the city, making it difficult to people to navigate the streets and key religious sites, including the Grand Mosque, the focal point to Muslims worldwide. Footage video shared on social media showed water rushing through the streets surrounding the mosque, while the pilgrims taking shelters with driving rain lashed the area. Despite the water, many continued the prayers and rituals. Through the sun become increasable due to rising water levels. Emergency service responded swiftly deployed teams to assist with the drainage to provide support to those affected by the flooding. Local authority had issued warning earlier in the day. Meteorological reports had predicted heavy rainfall and potential hazardous weather conditions. However, the intensity of the storm took many by surprise. While no casualties have been reported, there were incidents of major injuries due to fall caused by the slippery surface. Pilgrims and residents were urged to stay indoors in what low-lying area where flooding was more severe. The storm also caused temporary disruption in transportation, with several flights delayed off King Airport in Jeddah, about 17 km from Mecca. Traffic in around the city and heavily impacted, with vehicles tragically involved throughout the flooded routes. However, the event the storm was began subside on efforts to restore normally will well underway. The Saudi government has long invested to infrastructure and mitigate the effect of extreme weather, particularly during the Hajj and Umrah season when the millions of Muslims from around the world gathered in the Mecca. Despite this sheer volume of water, there's some overlimit drainage system in some areas. This is not the first time Holy City has experienced severe weather during pilgrimage season. Previous storms have led to temporarily closed to key sites and disruption in the pilgrimage activities. While the Saudi authority work to manage the aftermath, pilgrims are expected to continue their ritual, railing the faith to push throughout the challenges. Local meteorologists have indicated that more rain could be expected in the coming days, although the intensity is likely to declare. For now, officials are focused to ensure the safety of the pilgrims, many of whom have traveled long distance to their religion journey. The storm has disrupted to and dismissed the spirit of pilgrims who continue to pray the peace of safety in the holy city. A violent storm struck the city of Mecca, creating chaos on the millions of Muslim pilgrims who had traveled around the globe to perform Umrah pilgrimage. The storm, marked by torrential rain, strong winds, and lightning, caused significant flooding throughout the city, impacting key religious sites, most notable in Grand Mosque, also known as the Masjid al-Haram. Pilgrims have many desert and wild roads were seeking shelters in the mosque complex and surrounding areas of rain lashed down tuning streets into rivers and making conditions perilous. The Saudi Civil Defense Forces were quickly mobilized, working tirelessly to manage the floodwaters and to ensure the safety of residents and visitors. Emergency workers were deployed to assist people trapped by the rising water, while authorities worked to drain flood roads and restore access at torrential locations. Pilgrims, undeterred at the harsh conditions, continue their prayers and religion rising in the Moscow through the access in some areas become restricted, result on the heavy flooding. Meteorologists report that the forecast rain that the scale of severity of the storm seemed to access expansion. The storm resulted in widespread traffic disruption throughout tuned to water-loaded upskies. In some cases, vehicles and left-standing to deep water, leading to delays in around the city. King International Airport in Jeddah, the next major hub and the pilgrim flying into Mecca, experienced a delay in cancellation. For the complication in the situation of travels, however, the storm subside, films resumed and the efforts were made to clear blanket on the passengers. Within the city, image of pilgrims continue their prayers amid the Dumbo captured global attention, underscoring the resilience and devotion of this present. The scene of the people braving the elements with their stand-still performance to act critical. The Kaaba, despite the water pooling around the Moscow marble floor, highlighting the profound spiritual significance that Mecca holds in the Muslims. Nevertheless, authorities tended to safety was what top priority, urged pilgrims to need warning to avoid flood-prone areas. The storm also severe a starker one of the challenges posed by the extreme weather in the city that see millions of visitors, usually during the Hajj and Umrah season. In the recent years, Saudi Arabia has invested heavily of infrastructure projects amidst the safeguarding Mecca from such natural events. There is force including the construction of advanced drainage system, flooding barriers of environmental of the overall urban design of the city to reduce impact of the heavy rain. However, the storm ravaged the sea and with this precaution nature forced on the stir over limit modern infrastructure. In addition to flooding, the storm knocked down power lines in some areas, knocked electricity and quickly restored most part of the city. Temporarily, shelters were set up to accommodate pilgrims who were left standing by the weather and local characters. They provided food and water to those in need. Medical teams also standing to treat injuries resulting from the storm. Through the most reported indicate that injuries were minor. The Ministry of Hajj and Umrah issued a statement expressing their gratitude to the parents to understand the pilgrim, while also ensure the public that every force and bait may restore normal conditions as quickly as possible. A statement also emphasizing that Mecca remains a safe destination to reduce contingency plan in the place of handle such emergency. The storm began to when the cleanup operation started in earlier with the walking cleaning debris to ensure the water-loaded areas and drainage effectively. Local authorities are continuing to monitoring weather conditions closer with the forecast indicating whether more rain is possible if the worst of the storm was passed. For the pilgrims, many of whom have become authored to Indonesia, Pakistan and Europe, storm has not daunted to spirit. Many describe their experience of a very experienced gratitude for the opportunity to be Mecca despite the challenges posed by the severe weather. Social media has also flooded in the images and video of the storm with a message of solidarity and players and safety of those affected. In the coming days, Saudi officials will likely assess to impact of the storm in the city infrastructure as well when they effectively in the current flood prevention issue, where the official estimated the damage have been yet released, and the focus remains ensure the smooth continuity to pilgrimage to safeguard the millions of worshippers in the city. For now, priority remains ensure the spiritual journey of the pilgrims can continue safety, with the local authority working around the clock to restore normality to build safety city. Recently, the holy city of Mecca was hit by severe storm, causing destruction to millions of pilgrims visited the Kaaba, the holy site in Islam. Torrential rain, the strong winds swept through the area, leaving dangerous conditions when around the Grand Mosque, where the Kaaba is located. Local authority took precautions to protect pilgrims many faced difficulty flooding to debris brought by the storm. The powerful storm caused by temporary clear shoe to create areas in the Mosque complex. Although the Kaaba itself, the cup-shaped structure covered the black cloth remaining impact and surrounding contact, and a walkway became slippery, increasing the risk of incident. Videos circulated on internet show pilgrims trudging the strong winds and some shelters and barriers have been blown down. Saudi Arabia Meteorological Service have warned the possible bad weather in the region. Although storms are relatively rare in the Mecca, they are not unusual, especially during the rainy season. Despite this warning, the intensity of the storm took many by surprise. The Saudi government was overlaid the security, logistic and pilgrimage, quickly deployed emergency service to help those affected by the storm. Security forces along the civil defense team helping pilgrims navigate the flooded areas to engineer assessment to structurally Mosque complex to ensure the damage to have been done.